Stay behind the perimeter. Do not cross that gate.
I don't care.
I'm locked up. Hey, you guys.
Yes. Back up.
I keep telling you guys that woke white women, along with the men pretending to be them, woke white women are one of the biggest threats to America. But let's just be real here. Let's quit softly stepping around this problem. Doofus Democrats, the party of the donkey. Doofus Democrats are one of the biggest threats to America. For decades, there has been this theory that America cannot be dismantled militarily or economically. We have the strongest, most tactical military in the world. Our economy is so strong, poor people in America would be considered wealthy in most other countries. Here, an economic crisis is ground beef costing $10 a pound at the grocery store. In other countries, they have to physically chase the cow because the shelves at the government-run grocery store are completely empty. America is so advanced, both economically and militarily. The only way we can be defeated is from within. And doofus Democrats seem to be doing everything they can to achieve their lifelong dream of destroying the country. Last night, the White House Correspondents Dinner was supposed to take place at the Hilton Hotel in Washington, D.C. Normally, this is a very lighthearted evening where the president and the mainstream media come together to have a good time. They put politics to the side. They have a nice dinner. The president makes a few jokes and everyone goes home happy. Unfortunately, happiness is no longer allowed. You see, one of the key components to a successful White House Correspondents Dinner is the willingness to put the politics to the side. The problem is, we have one party in this country who is pretending to be so concerned about the upcoming summer, or as they prefer to call it, climate change. We have one party in this country who chooses to ride the donkey instead of anything with a combustion engine. As you guys know, donkey farts aren't nearly as dangerous to Mother Earth as the toxic ass gas that comes from a combustion engine. Their hatred for Orange bad! Their hatred for the Trumper is so strong, they cannot put politics to the side for one night. 2 or 3 hours, and it makes you wonder why. Look, I am not exactly thrilled with everything that Don Trump is doing. Gas prices are too high. Last week, my wife went to the grocery store and it was over $600. I thank God every morning and every night before I go to bed for the platform that he has given me and the platform that you guys have given me. If I was still working at my old job, we would be struggling. A $600 grocery bill, that would be a financial crisis. So I completely understand the frustration. I've been there. I remember the days of putting $2 or 2 gallons of gas in my 4Runner because payday was still 2 or 3 days away. What I don't understand is the escalation to political violence, which has become normalized in this country. Every day, podcasters who are riding the donkey, they are making threats against people that they don't agree with. And the end result is what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania in July of 2024, or what happened to Charlie Kirk last September, or what almost happened to Donald Trump again last night. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel is in the description below. Today on the second channel, going to be talking about Diego Pavia going undrafted in the NFL draft. Now, most are claiming that Diego Pavia went undrafted because he is undersized. That was definitely part of the reason, but I will give you the real reason that 32 teams had absolutely no interest in drafting Diego Pavia. So if you haven't already, click the link in the description below, subscribe to the second channel. Last night, as Donald Trump was having dinner with the paid propagandist in the mainstream media, there were shots fired in the lobby of the Hilton Hotel in Washington, D.C. Now, I'll be honest with you. Initially, I questioned the validity of this. This is a hotel. It's not like it's hard to secure, especially for the Secret Service, the best security team in the world. How did someone get past security with a gun? As it turns out, Cole Allen, the suspected shooter, he tried to rush security to get into the event. And then I remembered Secret Service agents. They are essentially working for free right now. They haven't been paid in 2 months because doofus Democrats refuse to pay federal employees. I wonder why. Imagine my surprise when I discovered that Cole Allen specified his preferred pronouns on his LinkedIn profile, just in case the mustache, just in case the partial beard wasn't enough to confirm his masculinity. Cole Allen wanted you to know that I prefer he, him pronouns. Last night, NBC4 in either Washington, D.C. or Los Angeles, they spoke with a college student who used to be a student of Cole Allen. Cole Allen was working as a high school tutor in Los Angeles. Now, before I play this clip of the kid, I'm going to show you a clip from CNN that aired 45 minutes before this shooting. This is a small, microscopic portion of the nonstop propaganda that we see every day from the mainstream media. Watch it for yourself.
Correspondents Association was trying to sort of mend some fences with a guy who wants us dead, figuratively. Figuratively, he wants journalism dead.
He seemed just like a completely average guy. I mean, I never would have expected anything like this.
The reason Cole Allen seemed like an average guy is because he probably was an average guy. But this is what happens when your entire life is consumed by the disease of politics. I mentioned this yesterday in the video about Bruce Springsteen, who now seems to be identifying as Caitlyn. Politics used to be a nuisance that we dealt with every 4 years. It used to be considered rude to ask someone who they voted for. When I was a teenager, I was probably 13, 14 years old. I asked my dad whether he voted for Al Gore or George Bush. My dad told me at the time, I'm not telling you who I voted for. It's rude to ask someone about politics. Now, had I been a little bit older, would my dad have told me who he voted for? Probably so. But he was trying to teach me that you don't ask people about their politics, because at the time, that was considered to be personal information. Today, it's basically a requirement. The disease of politics has infected every aspect of American culture. Sports, TV, movies, music, entertainment, religion. You can't get away from it. You can't escape it. And look at the end result. Again, let's just be real here. I don't agree with everything that Republicans do. I am not a blind follower of Donald Trump. I didn't like that image that he posted while I was on vacation where I think Donald Trump was pretending to be Jesus. I didn't like it. Donald Trump and the Republicans, they are far from perfect, but I don't have to worry about them being evil. At this point, the party of the donkey, it needs to be completely dismantled. There is no cure. Doofus Democrats have been 100% infected with the woke fungus. Last week, Chip Roy, Republican representative from Texas, he introduced legislation that would essentially ban or deport non-citizens who were aligned with communism, socialism, Islamism. Normally, I don't like government intervention when it comes to First Amendment or constitutional issues like that, but I think we are far past the point where tolerance is still acceptable. Our former fearless leader, John Biden, he allowed millions of people from third world dumps into the country. But Uncle KC, diversity is our strength. America's always been a melting pot. Once again, doofus Democrats are twisting history to fit their narrative. There is a huge difference between historical immigration and modern immigration. In the 1940s, 1950s, 60s, we were allowing Italians, Germans, we were allowing Europeans into the country. The vast majority of them were Christian, and they were somewhat familiar with American culture. Even most of the immigrants coming from Mexico, they're Catholic. They come over here, they work hard, they live down the street from you. You don't even know they're there. You wave to them in the morning on your way to work. But what's happened over the last few years, and I think this actually started with Barry Obama, we started allowing people into the country from third world countries. Not only did we allow them in, we gave them financial assistance. Minneapolis, Minnesota became Minneapolis-stan. New York City elected an Islamist mayor. We started allowing people into the country who don't want to assimilate, they want to dominate. And they're being used by doofus Democrats so they can maintain power indefinitely. Let me ask you something. When Barry Obama was in office, how many times was he the victim of political violence? What about John Biden? The 4 years Johnny B. Biden was in the White House, how many protests do you remember? Do you remember normal people protesting a mythical king? Doofus Democrats have been throwing a temper tantrum for the last 10 years. Every few months, they organize protests against a king that does not exist. Normal people just laugh about it, but there are far too many who take it seriously. There are far too many who believe that the government is fascist, and most of them can't even define fascism. Everywhere you go, you are bombarded by politics. You go on a forum to talk about your favorite TV show. Some dork is whining about racism or misogyny. They're talking about fake fascism. People are bragging about their therapist. Look at me, look at me. I'm in therapy 5 days a week. My therapist tells me I'm making great progress with my emotional support donkey. Look, I'm no psychologist or psychiatrist, but maybe so many people wouldn't need therapy if they put down the damn phone and picked up a golf club or pickleball or a shovel to play around in the garden or a Bible. Do something. Maybe you're miserable because you spend all your time behind a screen, feeding an algorithm that is designed to keep you angry and miserable. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.